halo. Tes. Iklan ya. Oh. Ya.
Virgin abrió la puerta de golpe. Llevaba una expresión.
Ini dapat gak?
Hear this! For us!
For us!
For poetry!
For poetry!
For us!
For us!
For free will!
For free will!
For us!
For us!
For literature!
Literature!
Our haven!
Our haven!
The Panopticon!
The Panopticon!
Nowhere else but here!
Doris, that blind writer? 3 days ago, she asked me for directions to Comala prison. Prison?
This is an experimental facility. Soon you'll see just what that means.
Jailer,
Hey.
who is the ruler of this prison?
According to the agreement, the Idealist and I represent the two factions of La Sociedad. In light of his possible assassination, the Congress will now be chaired by me.
Dark ya.
What are we doing here? What even is this prison?
You are a prisoner of Comala and a guest of Manus Vindictae.
Fiction and reality are two parts of a whole. We're trapped in a story with a predetermined ending.
Ambil dulu ini. Ngeri gue. Jangan. Ini dulu. Sip. Bisa kali ya update.
Virgin abrió la puerta de golpe. Llevaba una expresión que sugería que se había desconectado de la realidad en la que estábamos. Oh, hey there. Is there something you need?
Nah, sip. Bang, boleh tuh.
Anyone offer your seat to the senior? A little bit hot here. Pussy God! Where were the pussy gods? Flying handbag at only 3,000 Nazis. Hey!
The sword is
I
drawn.
tripled the ingredients this time. Pussy gods! Where were the pussy gods? The ingredients will earn that it was the ingredients will earn that it was very effective. Please believe me. A little bit hot here.
For the unarmed.
This is the gift. Well prepared for you. The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
His trumpets sound. The judgment day hath come.
Dun dun.
Never hesitate.
Pride goes before the fall. I've been there. You better take it.
Wow. So many things I haven't seen. Hey.
Fight for the unarmed. Nice work.
My child, here's something fun for you. Will earn us that it was very effective. Please believe me. Dare you? Try for free. Try for free. I tripled the ingredients this time. Dun dun. Ow! Typhon won't give up his friends. Typhon won't give up his friends. Neither will Sotheby. A little bit hot
Fight
here.
for the unarmed.
This is the gift. Well prepared for you. The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
His trumpets sound. The judgment day hath come. Fight for the unarmed. The sword is drawn.
Ha! That's what you've got!
Kurang.
Take thy sword. Duel with someone fair and square.
A little bit hot here.
Fight for the unarmed.
My child, here's something fun for you.
The sword is drawn.
Neither will Sotheby. Don't be so hard. Try for free. Try for free. It keeps me mixed up. You should be fine, right? Typhon won't give up his friend. Only 3,000 aunties. Hey!
Never hesitate.
This is the gift. Well prepared for you. The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
His trumpets sound. The judgment day hath come. Nice move. Fight for the unarmed. The sword is drawn.
I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard.
Aduh, dikit lagi.
Anyone offer your seat to the senior? A little bit hot here.
Fight for the unarmed.
It should be fine, right? Bodyguard!
Nice move.
Where are the bodyguards? My child, here's something fun for you. Try for free.
The sword is
I
drawn.
trickled the ingredients this time.
Nice move.
Typhon won't give up his friend. Here's something fun for you. Your owner said it was very effective. Please believe me. A little bit
Fight
hot here.
for the unarmed. The sword is drawn.
This is the gift. Well prepared for you. The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
His trumpets sound. The judgment day hath come. Nice move. Fight for the unarmed. Ha!
Pride goes before the fall. I've been there. You better take it.
Kali ya.
Program activated. Oh, it's a bubble. Time to check my calculation. Uh-oh. Don't blink. The light that illuminates. Don't blink. Faraday's miracle. Barrage. Uh-huh. I, Robot, child of science. Aim and shoot. Eliminate target. Don't blink. Are you irrational numbers? Irrational. Swallow my exhaust. Welcome to the world of numbers. 10% and
Red 38 is about to return.
Program activated.
Dia dapat dah.
10% and uh-oh. Shell damage. Right win. Eliminate target. Right win. Faraday's miracle. Target confirmed. Are you irrational numbers? Damn it. Swallow my exhaust. Welcome to the world of numbers. Oh, it's above all. Victory? Okay, but what does it mean to us? I mean...
Victory.
When all the timelines and storylines converge, we'll have to leave everything behind.
Please, stop it.
Laplace employee once told me, "Are you trying to take off this face or wipe a stain from it?" A Laplace employee once told me, whether one needs to sleep. I have noticed that there are no doorbells to the rooms in the suitcase. This
Siapa ya? Story.
Hace algunos años, trabajé como guardabosques en un campamento en Cuernavaca. Allí conocí a un poeta surrealista mexicano. Estaba especialmente agradecido de que estuviera ahí. Unos animales habían entrado al campamento y les ahuyenté por él. No fue gran cosa, en realidad. Como muestra de agradecimiento, me explicó esta extraña historia pueblo del desierto de Sonora, llamado Amalfitano. La gente ahí seguía una creencia muy poco ortodoxa, que giraba en torno al Dado de Babilonia. Un día, una investigadora con una maleta llegó al pueblo. Vino a estudiar sus costumbres locales. Una razón nada sorprendente para que una intelectual erudita apareciera en un remoto asentamiento del desierto. But little did she know, this dusty old town and its peculiar custom would lead her down an entirely unexpected path.
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt, Recoleta. Does this researcher have a name? She could be Nora, Joanna, or Teresa. Any name, really. I feel like you want people focusing on this story, not keeping track of who's who.
Thank you for your advice. But she isn't a Nora, or a Joanna, or a Teresa. She's just herself. A paracausality researcher.
You see that look? She's halfway to eating you alive. Face it, Maria. She wouldn't be the loca we know if she listened to anyone.
Ah, all right. So you didn't like the opening. Fine. I'll come up with something new. Maybe I'll start with a bit of exposition on the Die of Babylon, beginning with its origins as a secret relic created by an Aztec priest, imprisoned by the conquistadores.
I don't know if that's going to do much, hermana. I'm beginning to think we'll never figure out what you're trying to say with this novel. And, well... and this isn't your fault.
Ay, Dios. Just tell her, Maria. We're going back to Buenos Aires.
¿De vuelta a Buenos Aires? ¿De repente? ¿Así? ¿Sin más? Pancho, Maria, what's going on? Did I do something wrong during our travels? Ah, see. I know what it is. I've bored you with my constant rambling over this novel.
No, Recoleta. It's got nothing to do with your novel.
Don't you get it? We're flat broke. Why do you think we're stuck here scrubbing tables?
Because we can't pay for all the mate we've been drinking.
That wasn't a question, Regoleta. We've crossed the continent, crashed the readings of all those prestigious poets, and lived the way a real artist should. And, I admit it, it's been just as amazing as you promised. But we can't go on living like this.
You know that we both care about you. I'd be lying if I said this journey meant nothing to me. Getting to ride around...
A real dream. Except for those days when the motorcycle broke down. Though that was a real tribute to Che's journey too.
Don't tease, Pancho. Recoleta, since you invited us to join the Visceral Realists, we've both found amazing new ways to channel our inner poetry. Even though I still don't understand what in the world you're trying to say with your novel. Or for that...
Maria, Pancho...
You told us not to worry about the definite... Ahora el frío del invierno.
I appreciate your honesty, amigos. Winter here isn't as dreadful as you think. And I know... It was 1520. Arcanist Ferdinand Magellan sailed across unfamiliar waters under orders from the Spanish crown. Over the vast gray sea, he saw spots of light in the distance. An island. He named it Tierra del Fuego. For the next 400 years, Ushuaia faithfully served its role at the end of the world. It became the continent's penal colony, and its largest building even served as a prison. Many Arcanists were exiled there, By the turn of the century, the Arcanist hunt had reached its peak, and the Comala Sanatorium was built. Well, as you may already know, at that time, most Arcanists were believed to be victims of madness. The sanatorium was their ship of fools. However, as people began to realize that Arcanist blood wasn't a guarantee of madness, fewer and fewer were imprisoned there. By 1947, it was officially closed. Until the 1970s, when a group of people from the National Foucault Studies Association returned to the island with new ideas for the location. They spoke in abstract terms and opaque theories that no one could understand. They rebuilt this place and gave it a new name. After a long period of construction, the Comala Sanatorium became a prison once more, one designed to hold Arcanist criminals. They were taken from the streets and the psychiatric clinics, from secret societies and rebel groups. Any Arcanist deemed mentally or socially unfit would be locked away there. This association claimed the inmates would receive the best treatment, and they would fully recover before being returned to society. A prison, a medical lab, a sanatorium, call it whatever you want. That is what Comala is today. And we could spend the whole winter there. It won't be hard to pass ourselves off as a bunch of unstable crack.
That's your brilliant idea? You understand we'd be prisoners there, don't you?
You want to go to jail? Well, see that man over there? Go greet him with a punch to the jaw.
It sounds like a good idea.
Recoleta, please. We're not messing with the Gendarmeria. We're going to my Aunt Julia's. She said she could take us in at her vineyard up north near the capital. Well, it's harvest season. We'll return to Ushuaia next year. Or when the winter has passed.
I hear you, amigos. But respectfully, I must turn down your offer. This has been more than just a road trip for me. I know sticking around here for the winter won't be easy. But this could be my last chance.
Recoleta.
What did I tell you, Maria? She never listens. Wasting your breath. Adios, Recoleta. I don't think we'll meet again. Mierda! Los gendarmes are looking straight at us!
What?
Stop right there! You three match the descriptions of some intruders at the poetry meeting in Casa Pionera.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Oh,
Perfectly understood. Ready? Aim?
No worries.
Please, allow me. Give this a taste.
Hey, don't resist.
Brutalen. Flee, mortals! Fresh from the crucible.
Come back to me.
Shall I, Master? Wait for the pop! Sweet dreams! Ready? Aim?
No.
Perfectly understood. Give this a taste.
I smell the scent of mint oil.
Do have a little faith in me, Master.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Are you alright? Gracias. Better to kiss the ground than kiss the gendarme. Wait a second. Doris, is that you? Funny how life moves in circles and puts an old friend in my path. Doris.
Timekeeper, could she mean her Dr. Doris?
Was I mistaken? How strange. I've never seen two people so alike. But please, forgive me. It's been a long day. No need to apologize. In fact, the person you just mentioned sounds like someone we're looking for. Could you tell me where you last saw her? Sure, Excuse me, you're not from around here, are you? Your accents and those clothes give you away. Come with me. I know a warmer place to talk.
The moment armies start, you fuck. I don't. That's what you. You don't induct the whole, but in dream, but live so well.
According to these news reports, could Manus Vindictae be responsible?
Hard to say. But things have been suspiciously quiet these past few days. I had been hoping we'd find some clues here in Ushuaia. After we lost track of the manor, they would have gone to ground somewhere for whatever reason. I have a strange feeling about it all. They're definitely up to something. For now, it seems our new
Timekeeper. The Foundation doesn't have any intelligence on Tierra del Fuego. Then we'll be on our own.
Careful and well considered but the Xeno rebels may still be Ushuaia is not very big. If Manus—
Understood, Timekeeper. I'll keep an eye out for them and for Dr. Doris.
My friends. Adios, Recoleta. We could have exchanged some farewell. You know what they say.
Pardon?
Oh, it's nothing. Never mind. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
So you're looking for Dor? I can tell she's important.
Correct.
Of course. It was one of those gray, overcast afternoons. I had just turned onto Calle Bolivar when I ran into this blind woman on my way to the post office. To be exact, I didn't run into her. She called to me. It felt like a sacred moment in time. I stared at her until my fingers went numb, and the letter almost slipped out of my hand.
Miss, could you tell me what's in that direction?
I followed her hand as she pointed forward. That's the way to Comala Prison, Senora. Is that where you're headed? I could walk you there if you'd like.
Thank you, Miss.
She held a typewriter. How ironic. I am Recoleta. What may I call you, miss? I hope you don't mind me asking, Senora. I didn't mean to pry. It's only that I have to know. You're a writer too, aren't you? Forgive me. I'm just so excited. I really want to remember this moment. Please, may I have your name? Or whatever you'd like me to call you? I don't think I'll ever forget her smile. It was soft, kind, almost merciful. And oddly, it felt so ancient.
No offense taken, Miss Recoleta. But first, I have a question for you. What does literature mean to you?
Sorry? What a question it was. I wasn't expecting anything like it.
You're a writer, are you not? And one I sense with purpose. Tell me, where does such powerful motivation come from?
Actually, well, I'm not sure, Senora. I have my pursuits and questions, but literature is neither the goal nor the answer to them. Literature is, well, it's just literature. I suppose if I had to define it, I'd say it's a tool. A kindling for fire.
And what an interesting... But how does literature make you feel?
As though I'm a kid looking through a kaleidoscope for the first time. Well, maybe that's not the best way to put it. Perhaps just when I was looking for the right word, she turned away with a little wave, heading toward the prison, her feet crunching over the fine snow. So, she must have gone to the prison.
When did all of this happen?
About 3 days ago. You've heard of Comala Prison, haven't you?
3 days ago? Then we... You're right. We need to get there as soon as we can.
Whoa, amazing. So decisive, assertive. A true show of character. You must be the very archetype of a charismatic lead. What's left to say? Whenever the protagonist has what they... But anything can happen in a place like...
We appreciate your help.
Recoleta.
Please, Miss Recoleta. I'm Vertin, and this is Sinetto. We're investigators from the St. Pavlov Foundation. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, likewise. Glad that I could help. But listen, ladies. Everything happens for a reason, and now it's becoming clear. Maybe it's fate that brought us together.
What's your business there?
Oh, it's a writer's mission. But anyway, we're friends now. If you're going to Comala, you'll need someone who knows the way. Comala Prison. It's the biggest building around. When the sun comes out, it looks like everyone tries not to pay attention to it. But it's undoubtedly one of the most important places in town. This way. Careful. We're heading uphill. Oops! Thanks. So, my new friends, you're from that St. Palominos?
St. Pavlov Foundation. And Vertin is the timekeeper there.
Ah, very impressive. Sounds all official and
I'll draft a who will then issue us a permit.
Excellent. Looks like our bureaucrats still have some work.
Since we're pressed for time.
Ah, how it... I have a simpler solution that suits the urgency of our cause.
That sounds great. Oh, where are you going, Miss Recoleta?
To the Come on, ladies of the Foundation.
Miss Recoleta, please. In fact, while the details of our mission are
What? What sort of pusillanimous...
Please get down, Miss Recoleta.
Stop right there. What do you think you're doing?
Caramba! It's her again. The jailer of Comala.
Did she say jailer or jaguar?
Ready? Aim. En todos los momentos. Más allá del concepto mundano del tiempo. En la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más. Ha! My crucible really has a mind of its own. Nuestro adversario es el tiempo. Huh, a truly villainous moment. El camino hacia atrás. En todos los momentos. En la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más. I haven't had a eureka moment like this in a while. The poem I just wrote is amazing.
Miss Recoleta, haven't I made myself clear? I don't want to see you here again.
Jailer, we meet again. What a delightful encounter on such a... lovely day.
Would you please just leave this place alone? I'll never understand why a promising young woman like you keeps snooping around a prison. I can't make this any clearer. Trying to break into Comala will do nothing to get you inside, but it will get you into a world of trouble with the Gendarmeria. So, will you stop these senseless breaking attempts? Comala Prison is only accessible to academic researchers and journalists, and even they must have official credentials in order to enter.
Isn't there any other way to pay a visit? I truly do need to get in there.
Sorry to interrupt, but did you just say official credentials?
Yes, you heard me right.
I'm the timekeeper of the St. Pavlov Foundation. My assistant and I are here to visit Comala Prison on official orders from the Foundation. Here,
This is my ID.
This is indeed legitimate. Welcome to Kamala Prison. Apologies for my earlier behavior. It's been a while since we've had any official visitors.
Día tras día, la investigadora... Una tarde, al anochecer, una voz llamó desde fuera de su cueva. Ella dejó el equipo y las cintas y salió afuera. Un hombre estaba de pie, curioso, frente a su puerta. ¿Qué haces aquí?, preguntó, levantando ambas cejas. Nada sucede en Amalfitano en estos días. El local se presentó como el empleado del banco. Probablemente tenía la cara más amable del lugar. Ojos brillantes, mejillas levantadas, una mandíbula suave. Era una cara llena de esperanza. La investigadora le mostró los espectros que había estado recopilando. He estado recolectando historias sobre el dado, explicó. Quizás ellos contienen la clave para explicar la aleatoriedad que muestra el destino. Ah, eso realmente me intriga, respondió rápidamente el empleado del banco. Me encantaría escuchar todo sobre eso, pero debo irme. No debo llegar tarde al funeral del pescador de dunas. Y con eso se fue. 3 días después, los mismos pasos regresaron a su cueva. ¿Volviste? ¿Cómo has estado? ¿Lograste llegar al funeral?, preguntó. No tengo idea de lo que estás hablando, respondió de manera cortante. No soy el hombre que crees que soy. Su rostro estaba agotado y demacrado. La investigadora insistió que no se había equivocado. Conozco a las personas por su naturaleza más profunda, hasta la sincronización de sus espectros. Nunca me he equivocado antes. Lo que tú digas, el hombre murmuró de manera áspera. No entiendo nada de tus ideas tan elevadas. Solo déjame ir. Ha sido un largo día de pesca y lo único que quiero ahora es desplomarme en mi cama tambaleante. Se alejó con pasos que sonaban exactamente como los del empleado del banco.
As you might have noticed, Miss Burton, this facility isn't just a prison. It's also a research center. Its full name is the Panopticon of Kamala. It was established by the Foucault Association in 1975. We've hosted workshops, academic sessions, and even lectures about the Panopticon. You may even have seen some reports about it. Experts of psychoanalysis and scholars from various fields have come here to exchange ideas and seek collaboration in their studies. In many ways, the Panopticon is unlike any other prison you've seen before.
I see. No wonder Miss Recoleta has gone to such lengths to become a part of it. Actually, my assistant and I are here to inquire about a prisoner named Dorez. Does that name sound familiar?
Not that I recall. Could she have used a different name?
She'd have arrived here about 3 days ago. She's a blind woman who always carries an old typewriter. She used to be a doctor at the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence in Brazil. And on the subject of different names, she once wrote for Atu under the name Erd.
I don't think I've seen anyone fit in that description. And as I said, we haven't had any visitors in some time. Certainly not in the last 3 days.
But I did see her. I saw her walking towards Comala prison.
Someone must have mixed up their memories. Simply put, I don't recall seeing anyone by that name or with that description here.
I see. Thank you, miss. Perhaps we made a mistake. Miss Recoleta, you've gone to great lengths to get into the Panopticon.
Finally! I've been waiting for you to ask. I'm here to find my pen pal in Comala.
You have a pen pal?
Yes. 6 months ago, I went to a book exhibition in Guadalajara and came across the contact details. Looking back, it was a bit forward, but nothing. And Aleph wrote back.
And how much do you know about this pen pal of yours?
Oh, well, he calls himself Aleph, which is a grammatically masculine word, so...
So you assume Aleph is a man?
Yes, he's probably a poet, a writer, perhaps even an alchemist. He's one of the brightest people I know. There's never been a question that he couldn't answer. I've asked him about religion, politics, history, potions, even critters in length and breadth, and he helped me with my novel. Honestly, he's so insightful. I've begun with his help. My story grew richer and fuller, like a well-tended plant. I couldn't understand why. So, I resolved—
Again with this story about your uncanny pen pal? I've already told you 1,000 times. It's all very moving, but it still doesn't justify your actions. Writers experience mental blocks all the time, yet you don't see them trying to break into a prison over it.
She does have a point.
Please, Burden, jailer, have a little—
Hold on. I've been meaning to ask. Don't you know her name? Or do you just prefer addressing people?
Oh, about that.
It's okay, Miss Verton. I don't mind being called by my job title. I take pride in what I do. I'm perfectly fine with just being the jailer.
Exactly. A researcher is a researcher, and it— Titles and codenames often tell us your name comes from sonnets, doesn't it? That great poetic form from Italy. Some people mistakenly think Shakespeare invented it. Some say it was Petrarca. Though no one sorry, I'm straying from my point. You're Italian.
As much as I'd like to be able to answer your question, my earliest memories were of the School of Primary Defense of Mankind. I've lived there since I was a small child.
My apologies.
It's fine. You meant no ill intent, I'm timekeeper. If Miss Recoleta was right about Dr. Doris's whereabouts, perhaps the jailer is keeping things from us. Or perhaps Dr. Doris—
I agree. Let's see if we can talk—
Ladies, we're about to enter the main hall of the Panopticon. This is one of the places where the inmates spend their recreation time. At this hour, they are supposed to be in their cells. But what's all that noise? Miss Verton, could you keep an eye on Recoleta if anything happens?
Certainly.
What do you take me for? I'm not going to run away. That'd be a pretty cheesy way to start a story.
Please, just stay close to me.
Apa ini? Cek.
La Sociedad de Poetas. de las Americas? Pardon the interruption, but might I ask? I've come to learn the name of this land. Ushuaia. As we walked, I could feel her gaze upon me. I sensed I had been brought to a place I suppose I must claim a little freedom for myself in this. I'm sorry for your undue trouble, my diligent friends. I'm here for a short visit, hoping to find some inspiration for my next story.
I didn't expect any of this from what we saw outside.
Oh, excuse me for a moment. I have duties that I must attend to.
They don't seem intimidated by her at all.
Yeah. They just look like a bunch of artists having a chat in the garden. And the jailer seems to be like a grumpy neighbor coming over to ask them to keep it down.
Everyone, you know the rules. There are to be no after-hours gatherings here without the physician's approval.
You sound softer and softer each time you come to warn us. Why not just join us? Isn't it better than circling around the Panopticon all day? And look around you. We're in the Hall of New Encounters. What better place to host us at?
You're missing out in Comala if you don't even get a taste of our literature.
Exactly. Even
oil-dripping musicians? Timekeeper, could they mean...
Quiet now, please. The Aediles Salon is about to start.
These people seem friendly enough.
En desiertos, en estrellas, dentro de laberintos.
En aguas, en espejos, dentro de reflejos.
Soñamos sobre la almohada de paja de la...
Aquí estamos.
Para rendirlo todo otra vez.
My dear friends, we face a difficult truth. The movement of visceral realism still stumbles in the dark. Our poems, our language, our minds are tangled by a stifling vine. A mundane, stale vision shared among all bourgeoisie. We follow this vision blindly, clinging to the comfort. Poems are perhaps too... Let poetry become the bridge.
As we come back and forth over the boundaries of life and death, the old obstacles begin to take your visceral realist. I can't be mistaken. You?
A lonely cowboy, finally home. What a wonder. You're in time. The salon has just begun. And La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas isn't like those salons that care more about who's invited than the art. All are welcome here.
A literary salon in a prison? Though, so far it seems to have...
Did you understand what that man just said?
No. Sorry, Timekeeper.
Don't worry, Sonato. I would guess we're not the only ones who are confused here. Miss Jailer, is this that peculiarity about Kamala you mentioned earlier?
Enough, idealist. You're still an inmate here, and you are walking a very fine line right now.
Oh, I'm quite aware of where I am and what lines I tread. This is a prison. The safest place for poets in this part of the continent. One cannot be arrested twice, after all. But please, don't trouble yourself with our little farce. What harm could a few poets possibly do?
Senor Idealist, might I ask you something?
Hold on, Recoleta. All forms of communication with the inmates must conform to our regulations.
I have some questions for the gentleman as well. But we're more than willing to follow the rules. I think the person I'm looking for might have attended this literary salon. Or at least talked to some of its members. I'd wager she's spoken to that gentleman. That is, if she has been here at all.
I see. Go ahead then. Just what?
Are you Aleph?
Oh, another visitor looking for Aleph.
So you know him?
Naturally, but I'm not obliged to speak of him to one who does not, stranger. And you, young lady in the hat, are you here for Aleph as well? What a lively day this...
No, I'm looking for a blind woman. Her name is Doris.
Ah, yes, I remember. Her writing was impeccable, like an exquisite crocodile skin handbag in a shop window. Elegant, yet condescending.
Do you know where she is now?
I'm not able to keep track of every inmate here, miss. Perhaps you should ask those who have seen everything from above, through the glass, where the scrutinizing eyes of power look down on us.
Eyes?
Have you taken your medicine today, idealist?
I'm feeling marvelous. Today, I require no help from them.
I've warned you. It's unwise to act against the physician's orders.
Act against him? No one may act against him here. The physician must have misunderstood us. I suspect he doesn't understand half of what we say. I'd like to know how he got his medical degree. Not by cracking open skulls, I should hope. What a pity, jailer. You know, I've always believed you had the soul of a poet, just like us. We've already spoken enough rebellious thoughts outside of Komapa. How else do you think we ended up in your nut house? We've been here far too long. Long after the junta was removed from office. After our home became a deserted wasteland in the aftermath of the Latin American boom.
What are you getting at?
That power is boring, meaningless. Nothing holds on to power forever. And the one true connection we have to life is poetry.
See, jailer? Even an outsider understands our ideas better than you. It's time to open your eyes to reality. La Sociedad is the only way for us to feel truly alive in here.
Idealist, last warning. Stop this now.
Fine, fine. All right, compañeros. Sadly, the salon must come to an end, as our jailer insists. Dear friends, I do not mean to abuse the power of suspense. I sincerely invite you to come with me to the heart of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. Perhaps you'll find the person you look for there.
We'd love to. Only if that's okay with you, Miss J.
I suppose that's all right. You're already here. We can call it part of your tour, but please, ladies, take none of the rambling.
Thank you, jailer. Please, follow me.
Dental checkup.
Wait, this isn't the way to the gallery.
It isn't the usual way.
But this passageway...
Relax, jailer.
But, Timekeeper, I think we've just gone in a
Let's go some prep. Ready? Aim. Más allá del concepto mundano del tiempo. Fire. Cosmología, filosofía clásica, el fundamento del mundo. Ready? Aim. En todos los momentos. Wait for the pop. This will hurt longer if I miss. Nuestro aliado es la verdad. El camino a Clon. Let's go some trouble brew. Más allá del concepto mundano del tiempo, en la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. Fresh from the crucible. Idealismo, vuelos de fantasía, patrones ocultos. Get ready. This is going to be a crowd pleaser. Relax. No worries. Wait for the pop. Scent of mint. En todos los momentos.
Let's got some trouble brewing.
Más allá del concepto mundano del que do I have to do this.
Fire.
Nuestro adversario es el tiempo. El camino hacia en todos los momentos. Más allá del concepto mundano del que en la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más. Cosmología, filosofía clásica, el fundamento del mundo. I haven't had a eureka moment like this in a while. The poem I just wrote is amazing.
Mr. Idealist entrusted me with hosting the literature salon. Fiction's duality in reflecting reality and the self. Like-minded fellows, literature's been shoved aside in the world of art. What is left for us to do? Let stories be our weapon.
Hey!
I'm a writer, and I mostly write under the name Erd.
Erd? Have you written for Atu? Are you the Erd in Atu?
It's an important part of my visit to hear all the ideas and opinions. In these restless times, literature has been much like Ushuaia.
Let's take a step back. If you want a sudden lucky for... It's not as we... And here... Carmen, Carlos. Then, but we must kind of... They call... It was, but no matter with the mill, the bomb, they look and they...
La investigadora se despierta en su cueva en la duna, que le parecía tan vacía como una tumba. Era poco antes del amanecer. Montones de cintas habían ocupado su espacio vital, apilándose una y otra vez. Cada uno de estos carretes giratorios hablaba de historias sobre esa cabaña con techo azul.
나하고 발발이 안 왔어. 아 맞다. 곳곳에 손 안 만들었어.
Oyó la voz del asesinado conductor de burros detrás de ella. Oigo a todos ellos, las risas y las voces de generaciones pasadas, como hojas secas atrapadas en las grietas de viejas paredes, crujiendo solo cuando el viento sopla otra vez. No pondría un pie en esa casa si fuera tú. El mendigo al lado de la puerta también habló. Duermo en el porche cada noche. Cada mañana una luz tenue brilla a través de la ventana, pero nadie sale nunca por esa puerta, y nadie ha entrado nunca. Luego la voz del empleado del banco. es la historia del alter ego. Esa casa debe haber estado llena de deudas que nadie reclamaría. La anciana enferma, luchando en su cama, susurró. La casa recuerda esos días, cuando la gente desaparecía en la oscuridad de la noche y los niños eran robados por las tormentas. La investigadora de paracausalidad había oído suficiente y volvió a dormirse. Solo quedaba el traqueteo del dado de Babilonia, resonando en su cueva vacía.
I've always wanted to use the element of fantasy to better establish our theme. And I was right. Now the stage is captivating, the timing is perfect, and the audience is ideally placed. Only one imperfect element remains in the scene. The creator, who hasn't stepped away from his creation. No. There's another thing.
Can you even tell any difference between today's setup and yesterday's?
Seriously, Roberta? That's a rude question.
Well, what's the difference then?
Well, I can't see one either, but you should never judge art by how much it changes in a day. It's a creative process. We might be standing at the edge of the world, but art has no boundaries. We have to show him our support.
Easy for you to say. He's been tinkering and tweaking for over 3 months. Even if the idealist himself entrusted him with this exhibition, he can still be wrong sometimes. This gallery is turning into a dump.
Estoy viendo fantasmas, todos con las mismas caras, García. Demasiados. Es fácil perderse en ellos.
Idealist, you're back. Are these new recruits for La Sociedad? You must have had a very successful day.
It is good to see you, Garcia. How has your vision progressed today?
First a salon, and now an art gallery. Is this really a prison?
As you can see, I've strived to push the element of fantasy in my work so that it might reach perfection. But why doesn't it look like what I imagine? It's like I'm trying to work on a shadow. Some shapeless thing that morphs and shifts by the hour. Idealist, am I losing it again? I took my medicine as instructed.
It was never the pills that blinded you, my dear Garcia. You mustn't let tedious routine stifle what's truly alive. Remember, like those old poems, your exhibition must have a timeless rhythm that's never lost to the changing of minds.
Sorry, maybe I'm just not getting it.
Look out. There's your answer. Though the sun rises the same way every day, the multitudes of shadows it casts are ever changing. Isn't that the only constant in life? Change. We foolishly pursue stability and constancy, but our very world denies it. Take a step back. Take several, and see the truth for yourself, lest you too become lost among the shifting shadows.
I get it now. It's the changing light that makes the exhibit seem different from what I expected. I shouldn't waste my time on freezing things in one perfect moment. Instead, I need to embrace change as it comes. I don't know how to thank you. I won't let you down. I must complete this exhibition. Complete my alter ego.
Did you say alter ego? And he called you Garcia. Is that your name? Garcia, where did you learn about this alter ego? Do you happen to write under the name...
Please, Recoleta, give our artist some space. Can't you see? He's already returned to his own time and space.
He's right. Garcia is deep in his own head now. Even if the floor were to collapse out under us...
pardon me then.
All right, my dear guest.
Thank you for inviting me here, Mr. Idealist.
I imagine we're putting together a magazine.
Casa de las Americas?
Exactly. Named after its great predecessor. Garcia's exhibition, Alter Ego, is centered around the birth of this magazine. And here, you can see the signatures from all. Reading it is like looking into the soul of our society.
All these signatures. Timekeeper, here! It's Dr. Doris' pseudonym, Erd. Then she was here.
Precisely. She used to be one of us. You can ask around here. Maybe some of our members know where she went. Don't we all miss the familiar faces of old friends? I'm sure they'll do everything they can to help you find yours.
Mr. Idealist, I finished my short story. It's called Weightlessness.
And please take a look at my piece Off Limits. Every word that...
And I finished a new paragraph. Oh, new faces.
Idealist, did he just...
This is the writer for the prologue. The prologue considers naturally the arrival of new members.
So he just tore it all up. With all due respect...
Please, destruction is...
This all sounds... Forgive me. But I'm...
As I've said, Comala is unlike any other prison.
Miss Jailer.
This place also serves as they are Arcanist criminals. And
You're quite right, Jailer. We've been exiled here by the standards of our time, deprived of our roles in the outside world. So please, as we agreed before, I ask you not to interfere with the affairs of La Sociedad.
these people are visitors, not your new recruits.
But should we not hear their thoughts first? My friends, no one escapes the eye of power. We must
Idealist, I admire your fight, but I came here with a different goal.
We're the last true owners of an old legend. We must stay on the path of literature to invent an idiom that is generic. How blessed is a man with infallible memory. He... Sweet tongue, sister, howls, hermaphrodite, tango. They put the whole city in the nut house.
Timekeeper, look over there. Isn't that the prologue writer? There's something off about him. Please, Timekeeper, stay awake.
What's happening?
Idealist, Pablo's having another episode.
Multiples of us. You make reality sick.
I could use your help, ladies.
credentials for writing poetry. You, me y la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más. I've got some trouble en todos los momentos. Más allá del concepto mundano del tiempo.
Charging.
Fresh from the crucible. Idealismo. Vuelos de fantasía. Nuestro adversario es el tiempo.
Faraday's miracle. Loading.
Ready? Aim.
Charging.
En todos los momentos.
Target confirmed.
Stay put. This will hurt longer if I miss.
Eliminate target.
Do I have to do this? Not a fan of my work, I take it? Try a little harder next time. Get ready. Be ready. Aim.
Relax. Loading.
Wait for the pop. Ha! My crucible really has a mind of its own.
Barrage.
Stop.
Circuits functioning properly.
El camino a Tlón. Más allá del concepto mundano en todos los momentos.
I, Robot, Child of Science.
En la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más. Nuestro aliado es la verdad. Huh, a truly villainous moment. It hurts more than words.
No worries. Relax. Charging.
I've got some trouble brewing.
I smell the scent of mint oil. And now to return to my long-term mission.
Poor soul. I'll bring him to bed. Well done, ladies. Aren't you full of surprises?
What was all that?
It seems he had a mental breakdown and lost control of his arcane skill. It appears that every line he recited carried unbridled power.
Usually, only specific lines can channel arcane energy. You can't just force the power into words or craft a poem to serve your purpose. Pablo must have a rare gift for identifying empowered lines. When he recited them all aloud, they overwhelmed him.
That's right. He's a genius. We always keep a close eye on him to make sure he doesn't. But sometimes
You must understand how difficult it is for a poet to never taste the...
So then, this isn't the first time. Do I understand you right? According to the safety regulations for the Panopticon of Kamala, he must be...
No, wait. He's doing fine. We know how to help him. This was just an accident.
We won't be handing him over to the physician. No true writer would allow their mind, the most sacred...